All right, everyone. Welcome. I hope Twitch is working fine now because I was able to find a solution to that. But if it's still giving issues, do let me know because I had to do some setting changes and all that. So hopefully that's running there. But on YouTube, we're also fine. And yeah, looks like everything's good on my end. So yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing good. It's been a rough few days. A lot of changes have happened in the background, and I'll be talking about that later as we get to some of the games. So we're not going to waste any more time. There's no Meta Weekly this week. The Meta Weekly was on the pack release day, but there will be a Meta Weekly next Sunday, and I'll talk about whether I'm going to be playing that or not, depending on what's going to happen during the course of the week. So we will discuss that and obviously talk about other things as well. But yeah, otherwise, I'm doing good. Hope you guys are doing good as well. So let's see what we can do here. And just do one more thing. Okay, everything is set up. I can see my chat. Okay, everything is all right. Stream looking good on my end. So, I mean, there shouldn't be any issues. And yeah, let's, before we get into it, we're going to go into World Champs first. And we're going to go with Marincis, Miramil Marincis. We're going to go with the hybrid build. So, because obviously it's a competitive setting. So, I mean, I could play the all gas version, but we'll see. We can always switch it up as we need to. But I could also play Crystron as well. So, it just depends how I feel. But I probably want to play Crystron in ranked. And then I'll probably play this in WCQ. So, that's it. Bobby Scotter, what's up? What's up? I hope the stream is good on Twitch because the other few days I've been struggling to get connectivity because it was like not giving good signal and it was like showing red bars. So hopefully now it's fine now. Crystron, because it's a water deck. Yeah, pretty much anything that's water deck. I'll definitely try it out because I'm a big fan of water decks. Because to be fair though, it is under supported. So I want to also play something different, and luckily all my decks are coming up. I can play Sharks, I can play Mermail, I can play Marincis, I can play Crystron. So there's a lot of water decks I can play. So I'm not just limited to just playing Marincis only. So at least it diversifies the content a little bit. So yeah, and I think Crystron is probably like one of the ones that's more flexible compared to the other ones. Oh, this is a good hand. It's actually a good hand. It's actually a decent hand. Let's see what we... I'm gonna send a wave just in case they have something. Yeah, maybe just a wave. Or do you send something else? Yeah, we can just send whatever, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start with Spring Girl. Looks like they have some sort of an imperm or something. And tell me, you choose Diamond Outcome because it has watercolors? Not necessarily. I mean, you could have like other diamond colors like pure white or pure red. There's a lot of diamond types anyway, so I just like blue. Blue's my color, so it fits nicely with the... oh, well, milling that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'll just go Ice Barrier. Seems like they have stuff. So if Ice Barrier was on in our hand, we would have sent that, but now, I mean, I guess it's fine. So, it's okay. Regained. Not useful against us because we don't have light and dark monsters. Oh, what? End phase? Interesting. How is Crystron mixing some Mermail? So I haven't tried it with Mermails, But you know, I have you know, played it just as other people are playing Crystron. So, oh wait, this guy has nothing. All right, that's cool. So we can send this for cost, trigger this, and I'd probably spin that. I don't know what that is. Oh, cool buy. Okay, that's a good cool buy actually. Yeah, pretty decent. At least we bared that out, so it's okay. Jeez, the guy literally had a call buy. I would have won this game literally on the spot. I don't want to play the Synchro version, sadly. I got some cards and I want to play it with K9. Yeah, K9 is going to come a long time from now. So it's literally just... I'm probably going to get it like end of the year, probably, because we are way behind. While I'm getting some cards for the Branded, I'm still not ready. Too many URs. Bro, like, Branded is just... Now, Branded has become expensive for no reason. Especially for the old art. I mean, it's just like, no, not accessible. Ooh, Small World's good. I can ditch the full loss full cost for something. What else does this guy has Ash also? I'm gonna ditch. I need barrier statue. I'm not gonna come up here. Yeah, let me search. Let me search my OG Neptubus. Vela, we don't care about Vela, bro. We don't care about Vela. We still want to resolve our Shadow Squad, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it will trigger your pistols probably, but yeah, that's all. That's all it will do. Oh, Gamma! Whoa! Okay, Gamma. This guy's like not hoping like any good cards, but yet for some reason he's able to do some stuff. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We can still play the game because remember we still have a Marine's monster in grave, so this actually isn't bad. Yeah, this actually isn't bad. Unless he's got something else? I don't know. Goose Ogre. Wow, bro. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I guess we will probably just add Sprinkle, yeah, for... Like, bro, what is happening here? Yeah, we'll just banish this, I guess. Okay. Baldrake. Oh, that's easy. We'll just make it 0, then if we go from there. Run Adrian. Oh, that's easy. We can just like, use Ice Barrier, make this 0, then it's pretty much useless. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is fine. And then we can send title. Yeah, we can send title. And then we can add back procedure. Yeah, then we can extend from there, I think. Yeah, let's do that. We can ditch this. And we can actually go... Oh, actually, we can actually do the same thing. Let me return this. This is going to be a brick for him. Ooh, the baldric, yeah. Or try to wait. I think I should wait. We're not gonna go into coral. You see, I can't reborn anything else. So that's I have to wait on that. Because if I go 7 now, he'll just like do some stuff. I mean, let's make crystal. We'll try and banish it, it's not gonna work, so... Anyway. Yeah, it's not gonna work, bro. You can't read, obviously. Clearly. Yeah, I think this is... Oh, actually, we can do this. Let me actually do this, rather. Let me go... banish this, and probably this. Go link 3 and then add something back for follow-up. At least I can negate at least. Yeah. Something like this. Then title next turn will banish again. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, good thing I sent that wave earlier, because... Yeah. Yugioh artist, welcome. Would you recommend one dragon ruler in each water deck? Not really, because I mean, some have applications, some really don't. But Mermail really benefits off it being discarded. You know, some of the Atlanteans especially. So title's a really good follow-up. As you can see, title's really good in this deck because it will banish your stuff that you want to banish. It reborns every turn. It's really, really good. Oh, what? Typhon. Yeah. Basically decks which benefit off being discarded. Yeah, that's what I would do. Typhon. It doesn't really impact anything, but okay. We'll see how that works. Can I afford to get rid of something? I mean, I can just negate that. It's fine. In worst case, I can just add it back next turn, so it's fine. I'll use Spring Grow to prevent from battle damage, and it's fine. Oh, I can allow it to get destroyed, but then again, I need to make sure I have another monster, because Title's coming back next turn, definitely. But yeah, let's just play it safe. Let's get that link on field. Nope. Ooh, Abyss Spike. I mean, it's not bad. It isn't bad. Let me add this. Baylor. Hmm. Okay. I'll probably banish these two. I mean, I don't really need it now. Yeah, Baldrick, that's fine. Yeah, we got core enemy, but I want to kind of keep that for later. So let's just normal summon this. And we'll do all the effects later. So let's kill this, obviously. And yeah, we'll leave that. Okay. We can reborn this. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty much like I'm gonna follow up and like he's just doing nothing, sitting on Typhon the whole time. So I guess he also didn't have much plays, but I mean, yeah, we eventually got there. So the grind game is good, you know. Grind game is good. I'm saying I've definitely figured out this deck inside and out because it has so many plays, whereas before there was rarely any plays you could do. But now there's a lot of options now, which is great. You know, so even if your hand looks awkward, you can still kind of do some stuff. So the only thing with awkward hands obviously just means you might get more hand trap, but that's fine. The trade-off is better. Like in this case, this is not this might be seen as bad, but actually this actually is a line here you can do. Because I can discard this and send any monster I want. It can be a blue tang, aqua angel. I can do so many things with this. So this is why Tidal is so good. Because you can put a card in the grave like a Marincius engrave for using current enemy's effect. Like in this case here, so I can go blue tang combo, send all that. I can literally do that. Or I can send Neptibus if I wanted to, do some Atlantean combos if I needed to. But let's just keep it simple. Because we do have obviously a monster here, so let's just do that. This is Mermel Marincius. It's both. It's not pure Mermel Atlantean. It's Mermel Atlantean. I want to see what they're playing though. And we know exactly what to do from there. We can at least make a link 4 minimum. Oh, they're playing Fiendsmith Unchained. Oh, and they actually drew the brick. Interesting. Yeah, so definitely going Argonaut, not the way here. Definitely not the way. We can reborn this. Yeah, tricky time. Power, like it was raining so bad like yesterday. Like I was like, no, I'm not gonna gamble with the stream because it's probably gonna be laggy and everything. And at least now today it's okay. Sun was out and was able to, you know, sort things out. So at least now, see that both streams are good now. So at least And I have too many monsters now. Why do I have too many monsters? There are too many monsters. Yeah, I literally have too many monsters. I need to get rid of them. Yeah, I literally have too many monsters now. Unless I get field spell miraculously, but I'll probably get dive. Oh, bro, I literally called it. Wow, bro, that's great. That's actually great. Now I can go unaffected. But he does have a Battle Ocean. So I don't know if that's even the play. Actually, yeah, I can do that. Because I can get a Basil as well. Yeah, let me do that. Oh, but he's got the other card. I mean, there's so much value going into this, but I know he has a Duster. So, like, and we're going to get Basilima to also protect if need be. But that's just playing into it so much. And I kind of want to resolve evenly, so I think we'll keep it like this. Actually, you know what? Let me YOLO. I don't really worry about this anymore. Yeah, we'll just make Argonaut. It's fine. We'll just make Argo because there are too many bodies on field. I don't want too many bodies on field. Yeah, this is fine. Worst case, we have evenly matched. So if our field gets cleared, it's fine. Now they could surprise us also with evenly, but I remember their hand was a Duster, and the Water Fiend that destroys stuff, which is fine. I can deal with that. Add an Unchained card. No. They're trying to bait me, that's why. They're trying to bait me, don't bait me. I know it too well. Unchained was meta at one point, so... Not really meta, but it was relevant at one point, so... Yeah. Fiendsmith. Okay, they actually... That was a normal summon, interesting enough. Yeah, this is obviously what you wanted to do. You can deal with Fiendsmith. I mean, yeah, we can, but obviously if they have, like... In this case... Yeah, two different, like, lines, obviously, then... We can't do anything about that. Because we can shut down the Fiendsmith plays, but obviously they can still go into sequence. So I don't know how that's gonna be relevant, but we'll see. Yeah, we're probably gonna call by this. Yeah, I'd rather call by this because as far as I know, they don't have Engraver. They literally don't have Engraver, so this is a safe bet to call by this. Yeah. Then we'll just do Unchained from there. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, we can't stop this, unfortunately, but... Wait, hold on. Let me check something. The blue dog does what? Target a card you control. Yeah. So the idea is if I negate this, he can still go into Yama. And I actually want to negate the Yama, actually. I mean, this we can deal with that. But, yeah. If we can negate the Yama from searching something, that's okay. Oh, he's gonna summon that? Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. Destroy a spell trap, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, they already used this effect already, yeah. Wait, what? They're keeping the field spell? Is that risky? I don't know. But they want to reduce the attack as much as possible. Okay, there's the Shavara now. So I'm probably gonna negate the Yama. Yeah, I'll probably negate this. There's no point in getting early because they can just extend still. So rather than negate the stuff that actually like they want to do stuff, but yeah, let's see how they go from here. Because now to summon this guy, they have to destroy a card that they control or a face-down card, then they can reborn it, which is probably what they're gonna do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, now they got the disruption live now. I mean, worst case we have evenly matched, so it shouldn't be a big issue. We still have all up in grade, so worst case if we survive this turn, we should be fine. Yeah, he's trying to link off, but clearly he's not reading, so I don't know why he's not reading. Which is fair, most players aren't reading my deck, which is fine. Yeah, we surviving this turn. Literally, we're surviving this turn. And let me add... No, I'm gonna actually add the field spell back. And we evenly match, and then they pretty much have no more resources afterwards. Unless if they keep a monster, there's no like proper resources in terms of because that trap that they set is not going to do much because they only can keep one card. Yeah, and that's it. So the only disruption that they have is the Fiendsmith in Paradise. That's all that they have. Which you can play right through that. Literally right through that. Like as you can see, we literally have Tidal here as well. So it's like we can literally play right through that. So let's just get the formalities. If they get rid of it, it's fine. Like we literally have field spell and dive still. So it's like not a big issue. We still have a lot of players. Yeah, this is doing nothing. It's just sitting a Desiree and targeting this, but that's fine. Literally fine, bro. We can banish this, go for a game. That's totally fine. Do you have problems with younger brothers or sisters? Not really. We more or less in the same age gap, like between wait, what? What did they send? They sent Engraver. Bro, they're thinking there's another turn? Bro, there's literally no other turn. What are you talking about? They sent Engraver. Wow, that's interesting. Well, we just win the game now, so Spring Girl. Yeah, this is literally over. Like, literally over. Yeah, we just link this off for good measure, but it's pretty much over because Setting Grave is not going to do anything. Yeah, it's fine. We got everything we need. Yeah, this is literally over. Literally over. Exactly, like, there's no possibility that you're gonna win, because I'm gonna OTK you, literally. So, yeah. So it wasn't necessarily Mermail combos, but it's still OG Marinsys combos. It still works, guys. It still works. I mean, it doesn't do much. It looks like there's nothing much, but there's a lot going on. What's the typical end board of Marinsys? Don't know if it's competitive enough. The thing is, in your eyes, what is competitive for you? Like, is it making like a unbreakable board, or is it like, you know, controlling the field, or having a towers? There's a lot of play style that you have. So I think with Marinsys, it's obviously known for being a towers deck because you can summon an unaffected monster. But I mean, there's so much more to that. Bro, what is this guy on? So the typical end board for Marinsys normally is unaffected Argonaut with Wave, or Great Bubble Reef with Wave also. That's just like, and obviously you have follow up in terms of Coral Triangle, because there are other combos which I've seen that don't do Coral Triangle, and that's actually bad because your follow up is really bad if that happens. Because that's what makes good decks good decks. You know, you have a good board, you have good follow-up, and obviously you can play a bit of hand traps if you need to, which this deck does that, so it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's not like making the gates, but at least it makes a unaffected monster at least. So, and it makes all your monsters unaffected, even if you don't even have a Marinsys link 4 or whatever. As long as you have a link 2 or higher, all your monsters will be unaffected from Marinsys Wave, so it's really good. So if you survive that turn, you're pretty much winning, or you have a higher chance. Oh, they're playing Sprite. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Sprite. Sprite. Well, we have Ghost Ogre for Gigantic, but... Wait, what's prompting them? Why? Oh, the Imperm. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what is prompting them? It's literally the Imperm. So what we're going to do, we actually can force out that Imperm early. That'll be actually great for us. So we're actually going to do that. We're gonna try and like use Aqua Angel early, go to core an enemy, link, try and summon. Then we're actually going to just, hopefully he uses Imperm, then it's good for us. So I know he has Lightning Storm, which he's probably going to use obviously for whatever reason. But yeah, this is going to be a good... No, it's fine. Imperm, please. Please, Imperm. Please. If you Imperm, it's good for us because we can go unaffected. We can play around that Lightning Storm, no problem. Oh, okay. So he's not going to do that. Okay, well. Okay, let's see. Is he still gonna take the bait? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's thinking he should hold on to Imperm for his turn, bro. Like, he's probably reading the cards like, oh, okay, it's gonna search a trap, let's negate it. Okay, that's fine. We can still go unaffected Argonaut without wave, that's fine. We'll be able to manage, I think. So this will be the test if he's gonna do something. And Perilia, oh, it would have been good if we were going second, because against Sprite, they suck against Perilia. They literally suck, so... But now in this case, we're going first, so it's kind of like not doing anything. Okay, so I'm going to discard Perilia. I don't need it. Please imperm that. Please do. He's not going to imperm that, bro. Like, I don't understand why, but okay. All right, now it's kind of like too late now. Yeah, this is GG now because I can go unaffected. Okay, yeah, and that's pretty much done now. Like, I don't know why you're holding on the Imperm full, but I've got my full combo now. So you see what I'm saying? In this case, you should have Imperm like either Koro Triangle or whatever, because now he's gonna regret that. I mean, you can Imperm this. It's also a waste because it's not doing anything. I've got my 2 additional bodies. I can make a Crystal Heart. I can go into Coral, into Aqua Argonaut here. Yeah, if you Imperm this, it's kind of weird, but okay. Yeah, Imperm Sea Angel or Triangle. But if you but Sea Angel actually always. I mean, it depends. Depends. Because sometimes even if you Imperm it, you still have a lot of plays still. Especially now with this deck, you have a lot of plays. Because if you have a card like Mermail King Neptibus, you don't care about Imperm Veiler because you're playing around that all the time. I'm more into negates, destructions, banishes. You see, now he's realizing, oh wait, I still got plays. He should have Imperm early. He should have Imperm early. But I guess not. If you only have one Imperm, what would you Imperm? I would Imperm Coral Triangle. I would Imperm Coral Triangle because remember, that's actually the best like disruption that they have. Whether it's Argonaut, Bubble Reef, whatever, if they have an ability to search the trap, you want to stop that. If you only have one negate, one Veiler, one Imperm, hold it for that. That's all. That's what I would do. Wait, I was reading this comment from Crafted Tunes. I'm more into negates, destruction, banishes, or forms of disruption over towers. But unaffected monsters sound interesting. Yeah, I mean, it does end up sometimes you can make an unaffected monster like this, but there is a bit of a downside because the field spell that makes it unaffected is not really having good protection. But worst case scenario, you have a spell trap negate, which is only on your opponent's turn though. It's not on your own turn, which would have been like super broken, but yeah, what can you do? So yeah, but the deck is, I would say it's more mid-range control. That's how I would actually classify that. I wouldn't say it's like, okay, just making a towers only or whatever. It's more like mid-range control. Doesn't necessarily make negates, but it does have a board presence, because remember, you also back it up with hand traps as well and board breakers. Then it's actually okay. Then your follow-up is so good that you actually can OTK the next turn. So So that's how I would say Marincess is, well, specifically Mermail Marincess, because I'm playing that now, but that's basically what Marincess does. Obviously, we know what Mermail Atlantean does. They can hand rip, they can make, they also don't make negates, but they literally control the field. Like, they literally will summon a lot of monsters with different stuff. I mean, yeah, they can make Dragite for Spell Trap Negate, they can make Abyss Giles for technically Monster Negate, but it's just board presence. So, but Crystron is the only one I think that is different to all the other water decks, because even though Crystron is water, their only main restriction is you're locked into machine monsters. So, like for the rest of the turn, if you activate some of the effects, but you can make an SP before that, a Unicorn. You can use the Millennium Engine, the Horus Engine. There's a lot of engine you can use in Crystron to make your plays. So it's really flexible. So I think in terms of like, you know, maximum disruptions, I would say Crystron has more negates, because you can end on a Dragster, Infinity, you know, Quarion decks, you know, to banish more cards. You have Cluster also to destroy a face-up card. So there's actually quite a lot of interruptions that you can do with Crystron. Like minimum board can be like 2, but it still feels like a lot. So that's really there. The Mermail stuff makes it be more consistent. Yes, in a way, because it makes you having more lines of play instead of just your standard Marincess plays. Because to be fair though, the Marincess plays normally are weak to hand traps, but now with the Mermail cards, they actually are not caring about hand traps. Like Atlantean Prince doesn't care about hand traps, because you're setting this up for cost anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can play through that. Everything triggers on the next chain, so it's quite difficult to actually hand trap them, because they will always have something to do. So when you incorporate it with the Marincess cards, you know, it actually makes it really, really good, because you can open 0 Marincess cards and still end on a full board of Marincess. That's how crazy it is. So yeah. Nico, can I show you my... Oh, can you show you a deck list? Okay, I thought you said show you a deck list. Okay, like your own deck list. Okay, now this is the deck list I'm working with. It's Mermail Atlantean Marincess. So it's a bit of a hybrid build, because you still have the core engine, but you're playing more hand trap / board breaker. So it's kind of like a balance of everything. And yeah, it's really flexible. Crystron has a lot of potential for the future. If future machine synchros get printed, yeah. But even then, like you see now, right on the horizon, we can see another engine coming to the Crystron deck, which is going to be K9s. K9s is an Exceed strategy, but because you play level 5s, it makes the deck really, really good. So it can even search a card like Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler can send a machine to start your combo. So it's really, really good. So, yeah. And nobody is doing that. I didn't see any Marincess Mermail. No, this is like probably like an exclusive channel where you're seeing unique Marincess deck lists, because I'm sure if you go and look at other Marincess channels, you see like the standard Marincess combo, but you don't see like, you know, other, they don't want to explore. And I think that's where now sometimes, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you tend to just fall back on, okay, this is the standard, play 40 cards, play maximum hand traps, and then good to go. But remember, you have to keep up with the modern formats. But pure Marincess, unfortunately, cannot keep up with the modern formats. Whereas a deck like Mermail, based on the recent support, it can. Because you have a very good toolbox going first, and a very good toolbox going second. And just like how the Fiendsmith engine is, it's flexible going first, and also flexible going second. So both engines are doing the same thing. Obviously, the only difference between the Atlantean engine and the Fiendsmith engine is that Fiendsmith is more generic, because it doesn't lock you into anything. Whereas the Atlantean engine, if you're using Shadow Squad or using Bishrine, they lock you in extra deck for water monsters, which is totally fine, because it only can be benefiting water monsters, which I like that, because imagine if there was no restrictions on that. Literally, you'll be seeing Mermail, Atlantean, Fiendsmith. It will actually be a deck. So yeah, luckily they thought about that, and like, now let's give it the same power level, but we're gonna give it some small restriction, but it's not like that big of a deal. And I like that, because it's really something that you can use in multiple decks that benefit from it. And this is one that definitely it can benefit exactly. So yeah, all good, Nico, no problem. Where would you put Mermail and Mermail Marensis in the ladder? I would say Mermail is, so between the two decks, right? Just on paper, between the two decks, Mermail is obviously better than Mermail Marensis. Why? Because the Mermail cards in general can push through hand traps, whereas Marensis on its own cannot. So that's the big difference. But I will say this: if there was a mirror match, Mermail Marensis will probably win over Mermail, because you are using the same cards they are using, and you can use it to your advantage or disadvantage depending on what's happening. So in the mirror match, I think Mermail Marensis is a little bit better, because remember, the weakness of Mermail Pure is that the grind game is a bit less. So yeah, so I would say that, in a mirror match situation, Mermail Marensis has a bit of an edge because their recovery is pretty good and you're relying on other things to play. But Mermail, if your gases run out, then that's it. Of course, in the ladder and with other meta decks too, yeah. It's so I would say, compared to the meta, Mermail is objectively better, because again, it naturally can hand rip. Because remember, Mermail's strategy normally is hand ripping your opponent and doing your plays before that. But in this build, you're not really focusing on, okay, you're hand ripping, but it's only Minstrel. You're not like focusing on Mullen Glacier and Deep Sea Coelacanth, all those other plays. You're just using it to get to what is, depending on what the matchup is, but you don't do crazy plays like that. So you just do, okay, I use this to get to an engine and I use it to get to what I want, and then I go from there. But it's relatively consistent. And like I said, I've been playing this deck like ever since the cards were announced. My goal was to basically say, okay, how can we benefit from this new support? Because sometimes when new cards come out, only certain people can benefit. Like, for example, look at Primite, for example. Blue Eyes on its own is kind of doing nothing. It's okay, but the new cards are okay, but it needed like a bit of a push for grind game, and then boom, here comes Primite that literally supports normal monsters. So inherently, you are going to be better because your deck plays normal monsters by default. So it's the same thing. So I think that's the same thing that this deck, I think, is doing for, Marensis. Mermail is actually helping it to make it a little bit more playable, going second. Yeah. If you check Master Duel meta, since it's based on DK tournaments, you don't see Mermail in high tier. Well, but remember, he even said it also a while back that, Master Duel meta is a compilation of all other tournaments that are run, not just his tournaments. So you will see there on that tier list, it's not a representative of just DK's tournament, it's also other community tournaments. So it means that there are more top cut representations of those decks in other tournaments other than DK's one. Obviously, the more notable one obviously is the Meta Weekly, of course, but there are other tournaments that also get submitted on the website. So that's why you'll find like Mermail Atlantean is going down, because not a lot of people are representing the deck in those other tournaments. So like you'll see now, you see Crystron now. Crystron did actually really well in the Meta Weekly. It got a top 4 finish, which is actually really good. And you see now it's on the tier 3 list, but you'll see if people are not going to play the deck as much, it will go down, because in other tournaments, the percentage gap, because they take all the decks and they say, okay, if there's like 200 decks that were played, what is the representation of each deck out of a pie chart? And then that's how they make the tier list. And that's how they give the power rankings of tier 3, tier 2, tier 1. So you obviously see now Fiendsmith Control is the best deck right now, because it's literally been played in almost every single tournament that has been played. Whether it's from Meta Weekly or from community tournaments, Fiendsmith Control is the most top cut represented. So that's why it's up in the tier list. Blue Eyes is obviously going down because it's not played much as often. Yes, it's still making top 16, top 8, but it's not well represented as it was before. So that's why Blue Eyes was tier 1, because it was literally played in every single tournament. And it, of course, more representation in the tournament, top 16s, top 8s, top 4s, even within the events, it's obviously going to get more in the pie chart. So that's how they do the stats and the analytics. So it's not about, okay, just the Meta Weekly only. Yes, Meta Weekly has good eyes, but there's also other tournaments that are also run in the background, so it's really there. Yeah, the meta's RNG, exactly, because literally anything could happen over a week or two. And of course, you know, some decks you'll see once or two in the tournament, and you won't see them again. So I think that's what happened with Mermail in this case, because Mermail was played in the beginning when the pack came out. For a month, everyone was enjoying it, but then there's not enough hardcore players that are actually committed to playing Mermail. So, because again, Mermail has its flaws, but it's a very flexible engine to play as a pure deck, as well as in other decks. That's what I say. I'm the one that's benefiting off this, because at least in my Marinces deck, it's helping me to, you know, play a lot better going second, a lot more plays going first. So there's no real saying, okay, the deck plays bad. No, it actually makes the deck a lot better, because again, if I had to put pure Marinces versus Mermail Marinces, the higher chances is going to win is probably going to be Mermail Marinces, because they have extra gas, which Marinces does not. So that is that. There's even a replay which I haven't showed you guys yet. Like literally, I played against a shark. I played against sharks with their full board with all the disruptions and everything. I even you know, played against Mermail. That time it was the Dice Rally event. Played against Mermail. They're also in their full board. I was still able to win the game, playing through all the disruptions, making a board and having that comeback and follow up because of what the Mermail Atlantean cards do in my deck. So you might think, oh, on its own it's cool, but when it's paired with other decks, it's really, really powerful. So I don't really worry about mirror matches when it comes to like water decks specifically, because I know my deck can handle it, and that's the nice thing about it. You know, you have a lot of flexibility. It's good going first, it's good going second, you know, whereas pure Marinces will literally struggle if you don't have a certain card combination. And then you play, and like I was saying before, the biggest weakness of Mermail of Marinces was playing around the normal summon, because you have to start your combo with a normal summon Marinces. So Mermail fixes that issue, because now you can use the Mermail Marinces cards to reborn from the grave with core and enemy, and then it actually becomes a lot more playable to play around the normal summon, because there are some situations where you're going to win a match sometimes without even normal summoning at all, and that just shows how resilient and versatile the deck is, because you have so many plays that it gives you. So yeah, Minstrel fixes the issue with Yubel as well. Yeah, Minstrel is just like basically what Aqua Angel was doing, but this is a actual, like, okay, we can see your hand, but we're going to rip a card from it to prevent further plays from happening or from being disrupted. Whereas obviously Aqua Angel gives you knowledge, but this is just extra to say, okay, no, we can actually, like, you know, play around something nicely. Because Aqua Angel, you see it, okay, great, but Minstrel, you can actually deal with it. So you found some annoying Mimigoo players. To be fair though, I haven't seen any Mimigoo players. But you see, for that reason, Mimigoo prevents you from normal summoning if you control a face down monster. So you see, that's why you need to have other plays in your deck, because you literally will lose just like that. You like auto lose, you just lose. And also certain matchups, let's say you're playing against Flanderies, for example. Remember Flanderies, they have a floodgate that says all your link monsters cannot activate if they're in attack position, because by default they're in attack position. But your Mermail cards like Presidra and everything can spin everything back. You can make the Presidra Dragon Lord to spin everything back. You can make it in defense and still do your plays. So you have additional toolbox that you have, whereas before you never had that toolbox. So that's why I've actually invested the time and making sure, okay, how can I optimize this in Marinces? And I think I've done that to the best of my ability. Because in the past, if you look at my channel history, like you can see, I've always tried different versions of Marinces, and the guys that they've been here for a long time, they'll tell you. You know, I've played in all the formats, Kashiro format, Tier format, you know, when Snake Eye came out, all the formats we've adapted. Even playing Horus Engine, which it's usually unheard of, because how do you play Horus Engine in Marinces? I literally made it work, because I'm a believer of taking something and seeing how best it can fit your deck. And for a while, I was actually doing pretty well. And again, I got master ranks multiple times with all those variants. So it's definitely possible, you know. But it's not to say that pure Marinsis is bad. Because again, before the Mermail cards came out, I got Master 1 with pure Marinsis. So it's definitely possible. But obviously it was a bit of a grind game because you had to play a lot of games, whereas now here, your games don't feel like, oh my gosh, it's like overwhelming. Like you feel actually more confident going into games because you know, okay, going first, even with like probably the worst hand ever, you can probably still make a play. Like going second's even better. And I think that's where this deck really shines, is going second. Because Master Duel is literally in a very crazy place right now because it's best of one. You don't really have an opportunity to actually, like, you know, play your best combos most of the time, especially if you're going second. So do you have ability to break the board? Can you play through a Maxi or a Fuelos? This deck can do that. With minimal summons, you can literally make a Dragon Lord under 5 summons, and you can spin the entire field. If they're Nibiru at any point, you keep this on field, guess what? This reborns 3 monsters on the, like, from the hand or grave. And you can still use your link plays. So there's more ways to play around Nibiru now, whereas before it was like, okay, you have to pray they don't have a Nibiru, and then you go from there. But now there's a lot of flexibility in the deck. So I mean, like I said, no one's thought about this, but again, people are not looking at Marinsis the same way I'm looking at it. And again, if I'm sure you're new to my streams, but if you look at my, you know, my channel history basically from beginning to end, you can see the evolution of how I started playing it. So now it's very, very different, because I'm always finding best ways to optimize the deck, because I believe this deck has great potential, but people do not see it. And I did tell you guys before that when this Mermail cards were coming to Master Duel, it's literally going to break Marinsis, and it literally is breaking Marinsis. Like, there's a lot of plays which are like, oh, this actually seems like impossible normally, but with this deck, I don't feel that way. I mean, yes, you do lose some matches, which is fine, because if your negates are more than your hand, then it's like, whatever, it is. So it's really, you know, nice. And also now you don't have to rely on Zelantis anymore, because now there's an alternative to break boards. You don't have to necessarily go into like link climbing and everything. You can now go into prioritizing a Dragon Lord, or going into the Storming Atlantean to spinning cards back, you know, playing into hand traps. This Mermail cards do better than Marinsis, because you know, if you kill the Marinsis, you banish it, your plays are done. So the goal is still the same, do your Marinsis plays, but now you have other ways to interact with your opponent, which is now the Mermail cards. Because they would think you're playing Mermail, so they're gonna stop your Mermail stuff, but then they think, oh, I actually have Marinsis still, GG, you know, like checkmate. Because it literally catches people off guard. And I'll say, I've been playing this deck for so long that literally people don't know how this deck works. They don't know. They literally don't know. And I even showed, luckily I was able to get a showcase of this in the Meta Weekly when it came out, you know, against again, the same Feastmate control you're talking about. Literally, I gave them literally a grind game. Where do you see a deck that gives Feastmate control a grind game like that? And remember, it's a non-meta deck. So the fact that, you know, there are still a lot of plays to do, you know, all that stuff still, and even the week before that, it's on my YouTube channel, you can check. I played against Feastmate Telemans. We literally had a turn where we played through like 9 interruptions, and we still had a board afterwards. 9 interruptions. Where do you see that? That's unheard of. Because like normally they had, like, you know, graveyard plays, they had all this stuff, and we still able to make plays. So it's very, very resilient, and I really do, you know, hope that people see that. So that's why I'm showcasing this deck as much as possible, because it's really a deck that's going to be like future proof. Even if Malice or Ryzo comes, we can still deal with that. We can literally deal with that. So we have to start thinking about now ways to optimize. So that's what I've done. So fortunately for me, I've accomplished that goal, and I like that people are taking on it, and they actually are playing it themselves, and they can see, hey, it's actually really broken, you know? So it's like a GG on the spot. So, and because if you're an experienced player, then that is really it. So yeah, it's really something that you can, you know, appreciate that, okay, at least you're seeing something different. So yeah. Let me see here. What did I miss? Diabell Star banned because the fact that it can set Azamina and have an extra body for lethal is insanely not good for the game. Yeah, I mean, look, Azamina is what it is, but what can you do? Ever since I became interested in water decks, me and Deep Sea Drew have been my go-to. Well, again, He's on a different train. He's like, he's more. I found him because at that time his niche was more fish monsters. So when Goaty came out, he was like so obsessed with it because he wanted to optimize Goaty. But again, Goaty is still not on the level that it wants to be. But he tries his best to optimize it when new stuff comes out. He's also a good shark enjoyer. So I also sometimes get inspiration from him sometimes, but also I also play sharks myself. So I know, again, I was playing Primite Sharks. A lot of people are not playing Primite Sharks. I got to master rank with it, did well with it. Obviously he does like other water decks in general, but I'm mainly a Marensis, Sharks, Crystron now. But yeah, I think both of us really have the same idea, is that, okay, water decks is completely underrated, so we can abuse it, because a lot of people don't know what our deck does most of the time. Like you saw now, a lot of times they're not reading our cards and then they think, oh, we can banish it, get rid of it, but actually, we're unaffected. So it's like, oh, okay, I didn't read, so it is what it is. Let's see. The one equip card is crazy because it just gets you lethal instantly without finishing your board. Which equip card is that? Is that a Mermail spell or is that something else? Special elements from Great. Oh, the Trainer. Yeah, this card. This card is insane though. This card is really, really good. Like, it's an extender and it could be a board breaker at the same time, because if you reborn a Poseidra Storming Atlantean, you're pretty much like, you're breaking the board essentially, because this will send Shadow Squad will reborn Abyss Dine will bring back the Shadow Squad, make a rank 7, make this, spin more cards back. Like, there's so many plays to do going second. Like, that one card alone breaks the board, and it can easily make Zelantis easy. So it's really, really flexible. Let me see what else. Duel against you, or I mean, we could open up a duel room, but maybe not right now. Let's just see here what else I didn't miss. And you don't even brick. No, you do brick. Look, guys, let's be honest with ourselves. Every deck in the game, whether you make it 40 cards, 60 cards, 50 cards, whatever cards, you still have a chance to brick. It happens. It literally happens. So don't think, okay, your deck is immune from being bricking. It means that you're not going to play hand traps. That's the only way that it's not going to be bricky at all, is that you don't play any hand traps, you don't play board breakers, and you maximize almost 3 of everything. Then that will be probably the most consistent deck you'll find, and then you can play the game. But you have to play hand traps, you have to play board breakers. So that's where now the chances of you bricking comes a little bit higher. But in this deck, it really, you do brick, but it doesn't always come up. Like, I would say once every 10 games. And that's fine, because that's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how the algorithm is, and you can't do anything about that. The fact that I didn't break against Snake Eyes and they had Deal Bellstar, and just because they had Promethean and Snake Eye Ash, I literally needed Maxi to resolve. There would be a possibility to draw any hand trap. Even the beer would have been fine. It's just like, whatever. Yeah, it's okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like, I don't feel like I break a lot, because I always have a play regardless. Because again, there's 1-card combos, there's 2-card combos, there's even 3-card combos. Just depends what your hand is, but there's a lot of flexibility. So again, I don't really complain. Can you watch my replay now? We'll probably do like 2 or 3 more duels, and then we can look at that. Do you play Lancia into Raiho in your Mermail deck? It's literally insane. Now, in pure Mermail, yes, I will. But in this, I don't play it. Start. Yeah, we're gonna start soon. Let me grab something, and then we will come back to some games. So that was like a mini discussion just on how, the deck is flexible and everything. So I'll be right back just now. Alright, we're back. Let's get some games going on again. You gotta be right back, no problem. I'll be here. I'll be here for like maybe 2 more hours and then we'll see how far we go. What's happening with the server? Oh, going second. Okay, that's good. Oh, oh no, this guy, is he playing like True Draco? What? No extra deck? Okay, that sucks. Lol. Good thing I have Feather Duster though. Wow. Okay. Oh, he's just... Oh. Bro is just playing Time Lord. Oh my gosh, okay. Time Lord burn. Okay, this is fine. We have Feather Duster, so we good. Literally stunned, bro. Yeah, no, we fine. Like we have Feather Duster, so we actually okay. We are actually okay. What does this card do? If a card battled, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can just Feather Duster, you'll probably just scoop instantly. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Yeah, ooh, that would have been bad. Storm Invitation? Luckily we got Feather Duster. Yeah, let's just deal with that. Now let's just add here. We can actually check his hand actually. Let's use Minstrel here. Because you can reborn obviously Aqua Angel from the grave, so that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. No funny surprises. Okay, so he has a Wabaku and the Time Lord here, which won't actually do anything, so we can just like rip that. That's fine. Wabaku's okay. We can deal with that. Like his hand has basically got nothing, so we'll be able to break the board. We have Imperm as well, so like, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, he takes no damage, but his field is basically done, so. Oh, this shrine, that's actually really good. Really good. Now, if you had a Mermail card, would have literally won the game on the spot. Literally won the game. But this is still fine as well. I mean, we could even go Minstrel here. Actually, we could even go Minstrel. Yeah, let's gamble. Why not? Let's gamble. Why not? Oh, Dragoons. Wow, bro. What a top deck. Okay, so I can actually put back up this Shrine. I'm probably not going to use it again. Bro, that's a very good top deck. Oh, insane rather. Yeah, we literally just winning the game now. Literally winning the game. Literally winning the game now. Yeah, this is like literally over. We're going to send. Yeah, just Shadow Squad. Like, this is like literally easy, bro. Maximum damage, bro. Yeah, how much is this? This is for 8. I'm actually gonna summon Neptibus here. Yeah. Actually gonna do that. See, Neptibus is gonna send Dragoons again. And we're gonna add a Abyss Shrine. Yep. I mean, again, we have infantry for follow-up. so it's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, this is literally over. Literally over. We're gonna have 2 Poseidras, and we're gonna have a Dragoon also. It's more than enough lethal. 7.6 reborn anything. Dragoons, game over. Literally game over. So can you see every card in the deck has a purpose? Like we still have even more plays. Look at that. We still have more plays with Archangel. So now there's easy ways to lethal. Easy. So imagine that hand looked kind of bad, but the fact that we still had a lot of plays and a bit of RNG as well. So yeah, we had the decent amount of board breakers. Not bad. Overcook, yeah, you can literally overcook, like, but just look at how many plays we still have. That's just the bare minimum board. We still haven't even got like the other stuff, you know, to still go. But just imagine we had way more other plays. We could have gone to Dragon Overlord. We could have spun more cards if there was more cards in the back row. But then Feather Duster dealt with all of that. So literally fine. And how many summons was that? That was literally like a few summons. Whereas Marine says you have to literally climb a lot to summon a lot of bodies, and then you just, you know, it's a bit more like you have to have a lot of setup. But this one literally requires like minimum setup. You just send a monster, you send for cost, everything gets triggered, you keep going from there. The only thing that stops it is probably Maxi, but even then we don't even care about it, because if you're going second, you can push for lethal, literally push for lethal. And I've done that so many times and it's actually worked out just fine. Because the deck inherently can play around Nibiru. Even if you have all the Maxis in the world or whatever, you can still play through it. Yeah, you can play on the Nib. Because remember, Dragon Lord will reborn 3 monsters if you deal with it. And also, you have Crystal Heart that also plays into our Nibiru as well. Now, this is a cracked hand for going second. Wow. Speaking of Mimighoul, there it is. Speaking of Mimighoul. This is our first Mimighoul interaction. I'm not sure, because they have a pretty decent setup. I mean, you can see they normally have these weird floodgates with the monsters, and like you can see there. But actually, you know what's funny? We have a Bliss Shrine, and remember, it's the opponent's turn, so we can actually use it to destroy something. We have heavy inventory and we have Shadow Squad, just to get bodies on field to stop them from flip summoning our monsters. So we can technically do that, but let's see. Whatever we add doesn't really matter. They're gonna summon anyway. Oh, okay, not bad. But this can still summon to our field anyway, so it's the same thing. Literally the same thing. Oh. So this one summons a Mimighoul from the deck. Yeah, and give it back to them. This turn, deactivates of your monsters, put something from your hand. Oh yeah, this is kind of broken though. Whoa. This shuts down Mermail basically. I mean, to be fair though, Mimighoul hasn't been doing much in the OCG or in the TCG because it's a TCG exclusive. It hasn't been doing anything. To be fair though, because the only reason why this deck wins is because it goes first. If it doesn't go first, you're not doing anything. That's basically how I see it. It's unlike the other TCG exclusive like Godi, Mitsurugi, which Mitsurugi is a very good deck. I won't lie, it's a really good deck. That is something more playable and meta relevant than Mimighoul. I classify Mimighoul as similar to Subterra. They're just a control deck, but they can play Fiendsmith, all these other weird cards. Like you see now in this case, he's going to Fiendsmith. Because we all know that Mimigul pure is not the way to go because it literally sucks. But if you play with Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, you know, other engines, and of course it becomes somewhat playable. But that's the thing. If you have to throw in Fiendsmith to make it playable, then what does that do? You know? Because of course, if your answer is splashing Fiendsmith into everything, then is it really a good deck on its own? At least Marensis, you can say, no, it's actually a decent deck on its own. It doesn't need any other things. But Murmur makes it a lot better. So. And this is exactly why I'm saying that, you know, we need to think about not relying on normal summon, because look at this. Right now, we can't even normal summon at all. Because you cannot normal summon monsters, which is basically killing the entire Marensis deck. Oh, Caesar. Great. Nice. Yeah. Look at that. Dragoon, Shadow Squad, Infantry. All of them want to be discarded. Interesting. Let's check what they have in their hand. Gonna go this first. I'm gonna destroy this. The Caesar. Oh, look at that. They're playing Kashira as well. That's nice. And guess what? Now you can play on Ash now. Ash. Let's destroy that. Yeah, there we go. Now we can go. Yeah, I'm literally spinning everything back. I don't care. I'm spinning everything back. Since I can't normal summon, I can at least special summon. You see? Yeah. And I can chain name block. Now I can't attack, but that's fine because I can banish the field still. It doesn't really matter. Everything will still trigger normally. Send to grave. What do I have here? Probably another Dragoons. Yeah. I don't return back. Spend the field spell. I mean, yeah, we can do that, but I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Ah, yeah, of course you can do that. Okay, I'll just get rid of evenly. That's fine. I still have Dragon Node access. Return cost to the field. Oh, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. You're actually doing me a favor actually by doing that. So it's actually fine. Someone must find. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Using all your disruptions now. Because what else do you have? Okay. Oh, 4,000. I mean, bro, what? Yeah, we still have plays. So, I mean, you can flip this up, right? Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we can just yeah, let's just chain in block because yeah, we can send a card. That's fine. Doesn't even matter. It's like whatever. Everything's activatable anyway, so it's fine. We're just gonna do a board wipe, which is fine, but we can still play the game. Yeah. I'm gonna search Neptibus actually. No, I don't. I don't play that Memo. I don't play that Atlantean. I don't. You can still use this effect though. So I'm gonna play around that. Oh, actually no, I can't. Hmm. She wants maximum damage, which is fine. I still have a normal summon though, so we'll see what we do. Yeah, it's unfortunate we lose the field, but it's fine. We haven't normal summon yet. It's fine. What else do we have? Instead of Marine Smoke, that should have been better. That's fine. Now I could have gone. Now the reason why I didn't want to go into Crystal Art because remember this card will it's your own monsters, not your opponent. So you're destroying yourself. If the Marensis monster, I would have been literally fine, but unfortunately we didn't have a Marensis monster because you obviously could have played around all of this. Because obviously don't care about, you know, these stuff. It's more about just getting bodies on field and playing the game from there. Yeah. I mean, what more can we do? We played through like so many things, and that's just the Mermo stuff only, not even the Marensis stuff taken into account also. So if you had a Marensis, I think it would have been a lot better. I think so. What can you do? They had full setup turn 1, and they had all the relevant stuff that they need. I mean, this is still decent. It's not bad. We have a Bishrine, which is okay. Ooh, Fiendsmith, yeah. Interesting. Was my advice to puff field spell? Yeah, just win it back, but obviously remember he had other disruptions still. And unfortunately, we didn't actually have a Marincess monster because that would have been basically our normal summon. But unfortunately, we had all our resources used up just to get the board to be cleared for normal summoning. So if you had a Marincess in hand, it would have been fine. But unfortunately, we didn't have a Marincess to still have plays afterwards. And also, they still had Requiem and Lacrima as well. So again, if your interruptions are more than what you have to your plays, obviously, then that's all you can do. So. Exactly. Because I had to use resources to kill the fiends, because remember Caesar was going to be a problem, so I had to deal with the Caesar and then go from there. So like I said, I'm not gonna complain because that's how it is. If you have way too many interruptions, of course it might not be enough to, you know, still clear a board, but obviously you're dealing with one part of the deck, but then there's another part as well. So if you're using your resources to clear certain parts of the deck, then that doesn't fix the issue. But I think we needed a Marincess monster in our hand to make it a little bit more easier. Because instead of normal summoning Neptibus, it could have been a blue tang or whatever. Then it's fine. Because we didn't go to a Marincess engine at all. We just went through our Mermail stuff first. So yeah, 9.3. You can actually trick him here. Oh, field, yeah, it's fine. Oh, here's a dive. But you can also just ash it. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. You obviously knew what I wanted to do there. Now you see, that could have been a Neptibus, but again, we had to use our Neptibus because we were just running through our engine that quickly. So if we had a Marincess card, it would have been a little bit better, but it's fine. I mean, that's literally because we had to commit resources to deal with Caesar and then do other stuff. So of course, and also they went first and they're not doing that going second. So I know I'm not worried about that. Mimigo's not going to be a top tier deck at any point, so I wouldn't worry about that deck at all. Because those decks, unfortunately, are only good going first. They're not good going second. At least my deck is good going first and second. You see there, Mermail can go through a lot of disruptions and then you can still do other plays. So, ooh, 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 ooh. But can't you make Mimigo's work going second? Yeah, you have to play other engines to make it work going second. So you have to play something like Fiendsmith to go second. That's all. Because they're only their whole setup is relying on them going first. But In terms of that, they're playing like Fiendsmith and other engines just to play second, but that's all. Okay, we have options here. We can either minstrel first and then go from there. But yeah, I think let's do it like this. Maxi full loss. Full loss. Yeah, we actually don't want them to. If they have a maxi, we'll just make a link one and pass. It's fine. Yeah, of course. They always will have it. The combination. Because remember, if we had done minstrel first, they would have chained both of them. So either way, doesn't really. I think we'll just do this. We'll just make one draw and that's it. We have wave, so it's fine. Yeah. I mean, if they're playing Tempai, then it is what it is. But I mean, don't wanna. You know, this would have been bad. Like full loss and maxi. No, it's like overkill. Though it has happened on my side where I draw both, but I mean, you don't want to play into it. Blue eyes. Of course. They need all the help they can get. It's so weird that you can reveal 3 of the same card, then they still ask you to select. It doesn't make sense, right? Because it's literally 3 of the same card, so no matter what you select, it's going to be the same card. So it's Mario just saying, please add. Ultimate Fusion. You see, my suspicion that they don't have Maiden though, because why would they discard True Light? That's the thing. I'm gonna gamble here. Because why would you discard True Light? It means you're probably gonna search for Maiden. Unless you already have Maiden in your hand, then you're like, okay, cool, whatever. But if you're doing it this way, then I don't know. Because remember, there's 2 Sage and 2 Maiden, so. But you see, in this case, why did they discard True Light? Because if you wouldn't discard True Light if you know you have Maiden in your hand, though. But let's see. Maybe they have another Sage. Maybe they do. No, they don't have Maiden. They don't have Maiden because if they're doing this, which means they don't have Maiden, because obviously Sage gets them to Maiden. Maiden will send back True Light, and then they go from there. Which means they never had Maiden in their hand. I mean, you can kind of read based on what they're doing that they either have it or they don't have it. Yeah, they didn't have it. So now he's gonna go Tyrant Dragon to reset True Light. Wait, what? Wait, what? Ultimate Dragon. Yeah, you can still set. What? Oh, he's playing Magia. Okay. No wonder I'm like, okay, jeez. He's playing Magia. Okay, that would be that's interesting now. Okay, I see. Wow. Okay. So he didn't have Maiden, but he had Chaos Max Dragon in his hand. Makes sense. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting matchup here. Give me a Dragoon or something, I'll be fine. But I mean, he has literally triple negate. Ooh. Yeah, I see. It's not good enough. This isn't good enough because you see, you can just negate literally anything I activate. So. Yeah, it's literally he managed to have Chaos Max in his hand. Otherwise, you would have just done Blue Eyes, Tyrant Dragon, and that's it. But Of course, Blue Eyes always get the random, the luck of getting the exact cards they need every time, even though they don't have to necessarily search it. That is it. Yeah, it's a tricky situation now because if I activate Dive, he'll just negate it. So it's like, nah, I'm not even gonna play this out because there's no practical way I'm winning that because he's got a Monster Negate, Spell Negate, and a Trap Negate. So if I'm an Atlantean, then yes, but I don't have an Atlantean, so it's like, it is what it is, bro. What are the odds of that? Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes. They hard open Chaos Max. Hard open Chaos Max. This would have been a good going first hand. Harmonica. It's probably Harmonica or Fiendsmith most likely. What did I say? Harmonica with Fiendsmith. It's like a no-brainer. They always will have something there along that line. So are we surprised? No. Wait, this is a Light Fiend? Oh, it is. It actually is a Light Fiend. But they can still go, you know, Moon of Close Heaven. Yep, there we go. If you're a Light Fiend, you can go Requiem. So Fiendsmith combo. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't negate this because if he sends Engraver, he can just reborn it, so it's like no point in using Ogre on that. A Kyrie. Oh, if he's coming from the back row, okay, that makes sense. You see here again, you can't Ogre this because they have another body on field. So either way, it's like, it's just tricky though. It just is that tricky. Because if this body was not here, I would have definitely Ogred this. Because they're Pendulum summoned, they have normal summon, they've done all that stuff, but you see, you have to just evaluate like that. They literally have done everything. Yeah. I'm probably gonna make Desiree here. Yeah. Yeah, don't Ogre this because this can still equip from the grave, so don't even try that. Only Impermanent Veiler works on this. Oh, Rex, whoa. Rextrem there? Oh, okay, Rextrem there. Interesting. Oh. wow. Yeah, Ghost Spell works. Ghost Spell really does work. Is that a Light Fiend? From your deck to the graveyard. Well, rip, yeah. And remember, the downside of this, if you Ghost Ogre here, they can make Abnande. Abnande can reborn the Rextremde, and then you pretty much, you're losing from there. So, the only way you can play around this is if you can Ogre the Agnamde, that's all. Because Agnamde has to be the equip, so you can Ogre that. You can literally Ogre that, then it won't, let me just check something. Agnamde, where are you? Yeah, target a non-link fiend. If you do, equip this card you control as an equip. So that's the only way you can play around that, is you have to Ogre the Agnamde. So that I can do that, at least. Yeah. As you can see, so this is an ogre right here. This is a good ogre. Such a good fiend banishment. What's the Kyrie do? This turn, Life Fiend's gonna be destroyed by battle. Okay. Alright. Because Rextremde will be unaffected if it's equipped to a card. Yeah, so this is a Ghost Ogre right here. Yeah, this is a Ghost Ogre. Because if you do not, if you not summon it, you summon it, but you equip this card. But remember, it doesn't. I don't know. Let's see if it does work. I don't know. Does it work? Yeah, there we go. So you destroy it, but it doesn't equip. That's how you play around it. So Rextremde is not unaffected because it doesn't control a Fiendsmith equip spell. But now it will be. That's all. But this is just means it can't be targeted, but that's all. It's not like whatever. Because remember, this has to be part of the equip. If it doesn't equip, then you can't do it. Because you can't equip from the grave. You have to equip on the from the field. What? I'm making Desiree now. What's happening here? What? Lacrima again? Oh. What's happening here? Bro, what is this end board? Yeah, so it literally, the Namde was the play. It messed his whole combo up because he thought, no, I'm going to equip up Namde, be unaffected, equip the sequence to make it more unaffected and high attack. Nope. That's what I'm saying. Timing, using hand traps effect. You see, I only had one Ghost Ogre. I had to decide when I'm going to use it. And I told you all the examples of why it would be bad. But the Nangde, I read it, and that is that. And now you see, like I said, the second guy now. This is the second guy that scooped because their combo was messed up or whatever. But bro, just see it out. I could have messed up also. I might not even break the board. But yeah, it's pretty much weak. So he overcooked. But again, you remember earlier you asked about, okay, what if you have one hand trap, how should you use it? This is how you should be using it, basically. Just thinking about, okay, what's the possible lines you could do if you imperm here or Veiler here or Ogre here or whatever. In this case, Ghost Ogre was good on the Agnamde because you can see what the line you wanted to do. Because Agnamde says you have to summon the monster, but then you summon it, but then if he's not there on the field, you don't equip. So there we go. So I'm sure you didn't know his own card works that way. So I just basically showed you guys how to use your hand traps, well-timed hand traps. Because you can use it, but it's not well-timed. You know, so there's a difference between using a hand trap and using a well-timed hand trap. That was a well-timed one because that messed up his entire play. He wanted to make Rextremde unaffected. Whoa. Okay. This is a very interesting hand here. Very interesting hand. email. It literally is that, bro. I don't know why, but when they see a Mermail card, they want to scoop. When they see an Atlantean Prince, they want to scoop. Bro, they literally think they're gonna get hand ripped. I don't know why, but literally, I had a playable hand. Remember, Abyss Pike is really good because it can discard a water to add back a level 3. You can add back even the Abyss Dine. Abyss Dine can summon itself, and you have 2 bodies to go core an enemy, reborn that Marines that you use, and you go from there. Okay, nice. Nice. So you ranked up twice. Not bad. I think that's enough dueling for today. Yeah. We played we pretty much won all our games. Only lost these 2. The Blue Eyes and Mimighoul, but otherwise everything else was just fine. Third one, by the way. What's that? The replay. Okay, yeah. Let's watch the replay before I go play some Crystron in ranked. Because I believe we are. I think we're almost in ranked. Yeah. We're almost in diamond, so we're gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna end the stream now. I think once I get to diamond rank, then I'll end the stream probably. So, because I want to talk about what the plan for the week is. Where is your? Is it your main account? Tricky time. Is it your main account? Or is it not your main account? Or is it this one? I thought you said long stream, not short. But what is short for you though? Like an hour? For me, long is 3 hours. I can't. Short is what I had on the pack release day when I did the 1 hour, 1.5 hour stream when I had to like abruptly leave. It is a long stream though. Wait, how many hours are we going here? Okay, it's about an hour. Yeah. So for me, long is 2 hours. For me. You did 5 hours the one day I missed because you started earlier. Yeah. Because that's what I mean. 5 hours, yeah, that is long. But yeah, obviously, like I said, I don't have a set schedule. I want to ideally fix that, but things are happening in the background, so I can't really say this is a definite day I'll be streaming because anything could happen. The third one, is the third one from the top or from the bottom? Because unfortunately, we cannot see the opponents. You can't even see your deck list. What's going on here? Is it this one, or this one? I thought it'd be 3 or 4 hours because you missed yesterday. So here's the reason why I won't be streaming for that long. Maybe let me give some context. So first we'll qualify from bottom. Okay, so this one. So the reason why I'm not going to be streaming as long today, right, is because I'm traveling tomorrow morning. So right now it's like almost 10 p.m. my time. My flight is at 7 a.m. in the morning. So if I stream for long, the risk is I might oversleep, therefore I might miss my flight. And I don't want to miss my flight because I'm traveling. So, and I'm traveling to a location which won't have good signal for streaming, but I'll still be able to make videos on the side. Like I did say in the comments when I said I was going to make content for the week, because I won't necessarily be streaming that week. But that's basically why. So I was hoping I could have streamed yesterday, but then on Saturday, but then the weather was so bad, I didn't want to take that risk. And also I don't want to blow my internet connection, because it actually happened to my friend of mine. At his house, his internet connection completely blew. His modem, his router blew. Everything just exploded because there was thunder and everything. So, like, it just hit his connection, and then the whole internet from his side just shut down completely. So, I was like, no, I'm not going to take that chance because it was raining quite heavy. So, I wanted to stream, but I couldn't. It happens. Because you don't want to take chances with the electrics and stuff. So, I was like, no. So I said, okay, at least I'll try today. But then it was going to be for like, because the idea was I will stream long on Saturday so that I will stream less today so that I can at least, have some time to still, sleep a bit and then get ready for my flight in the morning. But now that's not going to be the case. So, and I could have streamed earlier, yes, but again, I had other things because again, I'm preparing for my flight in the morning. So this is actually like this actually was a unplanned stream technically, because the idea was Saturday was going to be the main stream basically, because that's what was going to happen. So yeah. Are you Australian? Definitely not, because in Australia it's morning for them right now. So definitely not. I'm not Australian. I am South African, and it's evening for us. It's almost 10 p.m. So my flight's at 7 a.m. So I literally have like 8 hours. Literally 8 hours. So I'm planning to end the stream around like in an hour from now, and then at least it gives me time to at least sort out things, and then I can at least prepare for my stuff. So the plan for this week coming up is that, okay, I won't actually have time to stream at all, but there will still be content coming through. So at least I can still do that, because I do have some recordings that I made and all that. So I can just, all I have to do is just edit and upload, so that I can still do, but I can't actually like stream. That's why the plans are going to be slightly different. And also, I'm also working on upgrading my setup as well when I come back from my trip, because it's a week-long trip. So I'll be back home at like on the 16th or so. Bro, what kind of hand is this? This is Impulse, okay, Impermanence. You have Dive and Fearless, but that's good. And then you have Mandarin, which is actually like the worst starter, but it's not bad because you have these. So, and you're going first, so let's see how it goes. Oh, no Ash, no Maxi, all right. Aqua Angel. And now they full lost, bro. Why are you not... Bro, that's like 101, full loss, summon from the deck. You want to obviously do that. Remember, it's not like other cards where you can play around it and all that. No, this is summoning from the deck. You literally could have gotten a card here, but okay. Opponent, you're not... Oh, whoa! Double full loss. Okay, they could have gotten 2 cards. You see now? Instead of now dropping it now, you've just revealed to Tricky Time that, hey, I've got 2 full losses, so now I'm going to benefit off you drawing. But now it's kind of too late now, isn't it? I mean, don't tell me you give him draws, but damn, that's a bit late now, don't you think? Yeah, this is fine because this doesn't care about full loss. The draw 1. Ooh, draw 2, okay. You want to see what that hand is? I understand. I understand. Wait, what? Why did it scoop so fast? What was the hand? Or maybe I clicked on the fast forward by accident. Okay, let me go back here. I want to see what the hand was. Sorry about guys. Sorry about that. I want to see what the actual hand was, because I think I accidentally clicked the fast forward. So I want to see what that is. So we can have an idea of what he's actually playing. Damn. He could have had draw 4 here, but decided he only wants to draw 2 now. Interesting. That's a mistake. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. And see what the hand is looking like. What is he actually playing? Because we can't see the deck list of the opponent, so... as a Mina... Oh, he has 3 full loss. What? Are you crazy? But then again, he probably drew that now. But I mean, imagine, bro. The guy had, like, full loss Ash. He could have... Wait, this guy could have ashed your... I'm so confused. I don't know what his opening hand was, because if he was holding on Ash, he could have ashed the Marince's dive something from the deck. He could have done that. But then again, he wants to maximize drawing 2, so I guess why not? But then again, he should have just shotgunned it there and there. Then you could have gone drawn 2 when you summon from the deck, but no. He's playing as Amina. And it's weird because he drew the card that you search of this, which is like, yeah. Yeah, he probably drew Ash. I'm probably just thinking now, but okay. All right. So he's playing Azamina Fiendsmith. But it's probably Snake Eye. Alright, let's scoop it up. Sea Angel. Double field spell. Alright. Oh gosh, now he drew a Maxi on top of that. Now he's gonna draw 3 cards. Hey, you're unaffected, don't worry. You're literally unaffected, bro. Oh my goodness. Marbled Rock. Huh? What? Are you telling me this guy scooped? There's no way, bro. Huh? No. Tricky time. Don't tell me this guy scooped, bro. Why did he scoop? Oh my goodness, dude. That doesn't make sense. The bro had 3 Maxis live. He had normal Maxi and Full Loss. 2 Full Loss. He drew all 5 White Forest cards, or drew all White Forest cards. You can't summon all 5 from hand. True, but I mean, surely you have a play. You got Fiendsmith, you got maybe Snake Eye. If you're playing Snake Eye or White Forest, was he playing White Forest? Do you know he was playing White Forest? I don't know if he was playing White Forest. I don't know. Wow. Wow. Now, this is a very interesting one because, again, you see the argument where people say, oh, Maxi Full Loss, do nothing. Bro, play the game. There's a chance you can still win it. I mean, it's not like 100% you're going to win it, but it gives you at least a chance because it's either you do nothing and they kill you. You don't want that, so rather do something. But okay, interesting. Can you watch the second duel as well? Yeah. You see, it would be nice to see the deck list, but now we can't even see the deck list. I don't know why Konami is so secretive, because we all know how people look at the deck list before. But okay, so weird. Don't know why it's a secret. Ooh, this is a great hand. You can literally use this and this to bait out something, and then even if you get Ash or whatever, then you know what you're doing. Even if you get Maxi, even if you get Maxi here, you can summon Atlantean Prince from the deck. Oh, Full Loss. Okay, so you're not going to do that anymore. Minstrel, yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is basically saying you're going to do exactly that. If you get Full Loss or Maxi, this is your best play. So if you're under Maxi, you summon Atlantean Prince. If you're not under Maxi or Full Loss, you're gonna summon Abyss Pipe, of course. But this is also still good. You're gonna discard that. Let's see what that, bro. what is this hand, bro? Triple Ash. My question is, why are you not ashing this though? Why are you not ashing it? To be fair though, you can't ash both effects. You can't ash area, and also you can't ash Shadow Squad in different chains. It's only once per turn. You literally could have Ash Shadow Squad, because I would have done that, because if you are going into a play, I want to obviously disrupt you from summoning a monster from the deck. But now at the same time, you want to get that draw, so I understand that. But bro, 3 Ash and a random Yubel here. Wow. Now you Ash that? Bro, that's not even the main effect. The main effect is just Dragoons. Oh my gosh, guys, come on. Come on. Yeah. Get follow-up. This is fine. I mean, this is okay. But this is still better than nothing. Wow. They had Call By, Ash, and Yubel. I don't know. Oh my gosh. And they drew a Fiend monster. Are you kidding me? Bro, what? That's Call By the Grave. We know that. And yeah, let's see how it plays out. So Atlantean Saiyan Dragoons again. Bro, you're... Do you not learn from your previous turn? You ashed this card, you saw Dragoon was triggering again. Or are you thinking, you know, chaining with Phantom Yubel? Okay, that's fine. But still, bro, like, what are you doing? Oh, you want to call by Dragoons? Well, why didn't you do that earlier? Because, bro, this is so weird. You could have literally called by this earlier. Then this wouldn't even activate because remember, it's not in the grave at the time you sent it. Because it must be in the grave, similar to Heretic Seal, it must be in the grave for it to activate. So if you banish it, so work it like a DD Crow. It's the same thing. They send it, you can, you have called by the grave, you can chain the Shadow Squad, chain Dragoons and banish it. Then nothing activates. And also they are negated. Because why wait? Just get rid of it. Okay. You trying to bet our Spirit of Yubel? Okay, that's fine. I mean, you still have plays with Spring Girl, so it doesn't do anything here. So we know his other card is Ash. Yeah. Yeah, this is a easy GG. I can see this is like you can banish the field probably and do some other plays. Let's see what you mill of Spring Girl. Ooh, Ice Barrier. That's a very, very, very good card to mill because you can literally foolish your Poseidra, add back your Poseidra, send off Abyss Dying, send back that Yubel, go for max damage. Like I did in the earlier duel. Push for game. But let's see what happens. Yep, exactly that. Exactly that. Yeah, spin that back. And now you have literally full reign now to win the game. Yeah. This is this I agree with. It's fine. You're gonna go for Argonaut, okay. Wait, could you not done lethal here? Why not? What was preventing you from lethal? You're not a Darkula, right? No, you could have. Did the Spirit of Yubel is already used? Does he have another Spirit of Yubel? I don't know. What stopped you from doing lethal there? I'm trying to understand what. Could you have not used Spring Girl to? Oh, okay. Spirit of Yubel, but remember, Tricky Time. Remember, you used their hand. You used Minstrel earlier. They had 3 Ash, so the other card was Ash, and now obviously Yubel, you spam back Yubel, so there was no Spirit of Yubel. As correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a 3rd Ash, so the other card was Ash. You could have actually pushed for lethal. I didn't want to waste my wave on that, yes, but I always run 3. Okay, that. But I think you could have gone. I think you could have pushed for lethal though. You could have. Yeah, I think you could have pushed for lethal there because if you knew the other card was Ash, you spinning back the Yubel. There's no Spirit of Yubel. But okay, that's fine. Oh, you see, there it is. You see, there it is. The 3rd Ash. There it is. It's like right there. There is the Ash. So you could have pushed for lethal. I think you could have done a bit more, but it's fine. I mean, obviously you wanted to play around Spirit of Yubel, but I think you obviously forgot that you used Minstrel's effect and you saw they had a call by 3 Ash and Spirit of Yubel. They also had no plays the previous turn, so you knew that all they had was just more Ash in their hand. But okay, that's fine. The duel is done, so let's see. I'm pretty sure you still won the game anyway, but I mean those things could matter. All right, Engraver. He's gonna send Necro Equip. All right. Yeah, this is obviously sequence easy, easy negate. Yeah. I think my timer ran low. Yeah, I think that also can be true because time in this game is so messed up. So, yeah. Yeah, you win the game, yeah. So this is fine. This is fine. Let's speed this up. Send dead card, dive. Use dive, summon Blue Tang. Blue Tang is gonna send Basilima. Basilima, link off, or summon, link off. Yeah, this is game. Literally game. 11,000 damage, spin a card back. GG. Fool loss, funny. Because you couldn't activate, obviously. Yeah, that was a safe one. But I think we're probably running out of time, like you said. But I mean, that could have been lethal the previous turn. But it's okay. It's fine. I understand. You don't want to. You were thinking about maybe they have another thing in their hand. But remember, you spun back Yubel, not Spirit of Yubel. So, but yeah, I mean, Yubel, is it even relevant nowadays? I mean, to be honest, I haven't faced Yubel at all. But literally, Murmur Morensis will destroy it, literally kill it. So. But yeah, good showcase. Good showcase. All right. Let's play some Crystron now. Let's play some Crystron. Yeah, we 4 wins with Diamond 5. I mean, if you get to Diamond, that's okay. At least. Or if not, I'll get there in my own time. But it's fine. I always want to switch it up a bit. So I've actually changed the list a little bit. I've actually incorporated all the engines now. Like literally every engine in existence, I've incorporated into one single deck. So we'll see how it goes. So we're running the Speedroid engine, or the Terratop specifically. We're running Kashira, running Millennium, running Horus, running all of them. And then we open Crystron cards. Interesting. Which is not bad, but why? Just why though? What is this? Brandage? Okay. Do you have call by? Cross out? Something? Okay, yeah, Ash. Okay, no, it's fine. You have call by. Okay, cool. Now you can't use Ash against me, so that's fine. Branded Fusion. Yeah, usually branded players don't play call by, but okay. Interesting. Yeah, brand is becoming a bit more like the new Blue Eyes now. It's everywhere. The question is, will you play into Nibiru? I don't think they will, but anything can happen. Bro, double new the new alt art Albaz. Wow. Who a loss. Okay. You're a Jade. Rebellion. Yeah, they're not gonna summon again. If they do, that will be interesting. Why would Brandon not run Kobai though? The same reason they don't run Ash. It's the same thing. Because from the Brandon players I've seen in the list I've seen, they don't play Kobai, but okay, I could be wrong. And they don't play Crossout too, I don't think so. I mean, what are we cross out again in this case? Nothing much. He's got banishment, right? Yeah. If we had Tristaros, we'd be actually better off. Okay. All right. Inclusion activate. I mean, we can still play the game. It's not like too bad, but I mean, okay. Anytime now, opponent. Anytime. There's a cross out. Okay. He's actually reading my card. That's interesting. Okay. He doesn't have another one. No, he doesn't. That's banishment. Yeah. Yeah. What will he go into? Oh, Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. That will be interesting. Yeah, because he can... Alright. Wow. And I'm locked into machines, so I can't go into like Typhon or SP or whatnot, which is unfortunate. I mean, yeah. I might as well just do nothing because it's gonna get everything I do. So why not? I don't want to discard this. This is like my follow-up, and I mean, it will negate his cards also. So he also won't be able to make a lot of plays unless he just attacks only. But that's it. Two core buys. Interesting. Cartesia, wow. Yeah, he can't activate his cards. He has to like do nothing, exactly. Oh, another Sulfador, really? I don't want to see that card. Wait. Oh, when a spell card, not an effect. Okay. All right. Now I summoned the wrong monster because... Okay. Yeah, I summoned the wrong monster. That's gonna get banished now. Rip. Oh, no. Yeah, bro, what do I do? Because Macoria cannot negate anything. It's only this card, though. When a spell trap up a monster effect, negate the activation. So that includes the damage step as well. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna force everything out. Yeah, it's fine. It's the wrong card, bro. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, he just wins on that spot. Oh, bye. Yeah, we drew a lot of going first cards, not a lot of going second cards. Oh, just a Dragon Lord? That's it? Wow. Interesting. Otherwise, I wasn't doing that much actually, so. Alright. That's okay. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. But Horus. Nice. Discard Citri. Wanna go Soga that? Yeah, I can go Soga, it's fine. I got Smite in the grave. I don't need anything else. I couldn't care less. I really couldn't care less. I'd rather use it for something else. Like an Ash or a Maxi. Yeah, this is better. Way better. I couldn't care less about Horus. Alright. Send trap. Send this one. So I'll add a monster, which will be the Justalos. And we normal summon it, and then we go from there. Justaros. Back the trap. Let me use this. Let's try that. Summon 2 5s. Oh, maybe yeah, let's do that. Bro, is he only Nibiru now? You shouldn't do that. Literally, you shouldn't do that. Bro, if you Nibiru's now, it's like, it's not making sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. Since you have Nibiru, because it's five summons, I'm literally gonna play around it. If you don't Nibiru now, I'm going to do something. Too late. Literally too late. And now you can't Nibiru now. Yeah, it's a bit late for that because now I have a negate. Yeah. I think we'll end on this. I'll bring back Citri. Yeah. I'll bring back Citri. This guy, I know he has Nibiru, so you shouldn't even bother activating it because I can play around it just fine. And I still have Imperm, I still have 4-buy. I mean, I got interruption, so I'm not really gonna complain. He tries to activate Nibiru, I can just negate it. So yeah. Your opponent's main phase or battle phase? Alright, in a battle step, but I have. Now, you know what? Since you want to be doing some weird stuff, let me just go into a Dawn Dragster. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now Spell Trap Negate, Omni Negate, going to another card potentially, recur a card back. Literally. What did I say? Literally, it can do this, and it's quite scary because yeah, it's quite a bit of interruptions there. Cluster, Dragster, Crystallo Synchro again into another negate. So literally, whatever he does doesn't really matter because I follow up. I'll play through the board. It's perfectly fine. What was he playing? Let's have a look. He's playing Blue Eyes. Now, ironically, he did have Evenly, so it actually didn't work out in his favor because either Cyber Dragon Infinity would negate that or Dragster. So, and you see, remember, he used Ogre early. He didn't care about Ogre, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Because remember, Horus is not part of your main play. It's just okay to help you establish maybe a interruption or whatever. But that's it. It's not like it's part of your push-on combo at all. It's just a way to get there. But if you already had all your combo needed, perfect. I mean, I can understand. Even the match being a very good board break in this format. Yeah, I would agree so. Ooh. Oh, look at that. We have so many plays. Obviously, we can only play with inclusion, but we have so many plays here. Like, so many. So many plays. We get Ashia, it's fine. If we get Ashia, it's fine. I literally called that. We don't care because we can still play the game. Literally doesn't do anything. Alright, inclusion, yep. Here we go. You were saying? There we go. Yep, don't ash that because, well, you don't even know what they're doing, but yeah. We're gonna send trap. Send this one. Okay, you're gonna do the same play as before. Got that back out. Exactly. Like literally, bro. Literally. That you ash the wrong thing and then I still have plays, bro. Like it doesn't make a difference. I mean, I understand why you would ash, but don't ash, bro. People are playing engines in Master Duel. I think you guys can see people are playing a lot of engines and stuff, so it's very difficult to even know when to actually hand trap. But I think the good ash would have been on the Tristalos effect. That's all. Dude surrenders on a rank down game because I cross out Maxi. Of course, bro. People are just like, you know, Maxi is whatever. Like they really don't give a damn. Like, oh, whatever. If my Maxi gets negated, I scoop because I'm not gonna win the game. Like, why do you have to rely on Maxi, bro? Like, why do you have to worry about Maxi? Maxi is the least of your problems. Your worry is 11 negates on field. How do I deal with that? Oh, this is a hand. Oh, this is a good hand. Wow. Great hand. Again, only need one card, but we have ways to... Bro. Dimension Shifter? Seriously, bro? What is this deck? Vanishing. Cashier. Oh. Good thing I have Rageki, though. Check something. I can't even summon this card, but it's fine. I can't even use Horus as well, which is kind of annoying. Can you choose going second with Murmurances? You can, but why would you? I mean, obviously, in any scenario, you would choose to go first all the time. I mean, unless because the only reason why you want to choose going second if you want to test yourself going second, which I normally do sometimes. Oh, they no way they just banish my oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that's really bad. The golem is a one of. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. So Millennium Engine is kind of dead, but not really. I mean, I think I can push lethal though, because Banish Power, I can get things back. It's like not a big deal. Oh, dude. If only Shifter wasn't in play, I would have won the game. But yeah, we have Rageki, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, going second, if you had the choice to choose going second, you only would do that just to challenge yourself. That's all. Because again, in Master Duel, especially, the what makes a deck like viable in the meta is the ability to go second. And you want to test yourself that most of the time, then choose going second. Because you know going first you can do some plays, but how are you going second though with your hand? That's what you want to test yourself really on that. Look at that, bro. They just all the Kashira monsters, and yet, bro. Oh, Maxi late to the party, but it's kind of useless now. And you know what the problem is? They have the trap card, so I feel like it's gonna be annoying. Isn't Murmurances better going second? Yeah, it is. I think it is. I think it is. Because that was the whole mindset of making the deck in the first place, to have a better way going second, and now I do, so I'm fine. What do I do here, bro? Gosh. You see, they have that trap card, which is going to be annoying. So why not choose go second if Remembrances is better? It's not about remember, it's not about choosing going second all the time. It's just making your plays easier because you have options going second. We're not saying it's like 100% the best deck going second. You have a much easier time going second than previous versions of the deck. It's not like Tempai, which is specifically designed for going second. Because at worst case, we're always a going first deck. So I'm not saying you should always go second because we are better going second. But remember, we can still lose even if we go second. Because sometimes your hand is not enough to push through the board that you're dealing with. So it's just that, like you saw in the Mimigu matchup, it's the same thing. I had the hand, but there was too many things to deal with. So, and the engine was ran out, and then that's it, nothing else. So that's all. So I'm not saying it's 100% you always win going second. No. It is designed to make you play better going second, but it doesn't mean you 100% go second every single game. Because it's not like Tempai. Tempai is only for going, like, it's 100% designed to go second. Because they have that field spell that protects them from their main phase 1, which we don't have that kind of protection, so don't even bother with that. You know? So I think let's clarify that. The only reason why I say it's better going second because you have more options going second. What do we even do here? Because this whole play is just messed up now. Bro. Oh, dead cards, okay. I played 3, so it's fine. No stress. You can probably banish something from extra deck, doesn't really matter. Not gonna make a difference. Probably Dune Dragon, but I can't even use Dune Dragon, so it's like, yeah, SP, yeah, that's fine. It is totally fine. You see, if I write Geki, then you know what? Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm supposed to be... Oh my gosh. Crystron card. I don't have a Crystron card. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. I'm like just not thinking today. Oh, actually, no. I can send one card out. Send this one. Doesn't even matter. They're getting banished anyway. Oh, bro, if I had the Golem, I would have been actually better off, but I don't have the Golem. I have this Sage Engine here. I mean, I can make Drone Dragster. And that will shut down most of his plays, I think. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. Yeah, so now you can't activate anything. Bro. So when are you starting streams after your vacation? That I will see. I will see. I will see when I can be able to do that. I'm going to destroy that. Oh, is he giving up? Whoa, no way, bro. Is he giving up? Bro, I'm gonna win next turn, literally. Yeah, this is like over, bro. Literally over. Because I have the negate for the preparations. Yeah, so... I'm gonna have this also. Wow. Interesting. I mean, this is lethal on board. Unless he has a judgment, but... Yeah, this should be... Yeah. Alright. Okay. Wait. You can only use... Yeah, each effect once per turn. Yeah, so it's fine. You can only use once per turn anyway, so you can't use the second one. You can't use the second one. You can't use the second one. Yeah, GG's. GG's. You had 2 preparations dead. GG's, man. Now, you know what you should have done? You should have used the preparation in the end phase of my previous turn to reborn a cashier. You should have done that, but... Yeah, look at that. You see? Cashier got punished because they don't understand how the cards work. So you see, Undershifter is still not bad. I mean, luckily you have, you know, Millennium Engine, which is good. That can play Undershifter, at least. Crystron can still play Undershifter technically because they can still make a Drax at least. So you do have some plays. Okay. Let's go to Diamond Rank and then I think we'll end it after that. So I don't want to be up here all night because again, I might miss my flight. So I want to make sure that I have everything, you know, sorted out. So yeah, because I'm traveling for work. So, and where I'm going, there's like barely any signal. So there won't be a good signal for streaming, but there'll definitely be, you know, videos coming in and all that stuff. Oh, what do I do with this though? Act C. Now, this is like a mindset thing. But if you're activating maxing now, which means you're probably desperate. So, yeah. I mean, grave though. What does this do? Yeah, actually, you know what I can do? Crystron Tuner from the deck. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Yeah, if you are doing that, it's fine. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not gonna draw. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. This is good enough. You do something, I activate, I can make a Dragster. So we'll see how it goes. And I have Maxi, so good luck. Maybe it's branded, maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll see. Horus. Horus. Okay. All right. Branded Horus. What? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, let me chain now, actually. Let's see if he has an Ash. Then I'll maxi afterwards. No? Okay. Yeah, what do I want to put? Let me get Salfnia. Add a Crystron card. Nah, it's fine. And go Dragster here. Are you playing Branded? Bellion. Okay, that's not... okay. Okay, so he's not playing... What is he playing, though? He's probably playing Branded, but okay. I don't know. I mean, he can clear the Dragster. He can definitely do that. But then he loses his battle phase, and then what happens after that? I don't know. Because if he activates that, I'm going to negate it. So, yeah. So at least we survive a turn, so it's fine. And I mean, this is the best he can do. Because you will lose the Horus card if he activates it. So it's like... And he's under max C also. Alright. Max C? Hello? Oh, there we go. Dave's. Alright. Oh, a tool of the Branded. Whoa. Bro. Nibiru. Oh. Okay. Where'd you temple? This is actually good or bad? I don't know. Is it bad? I mean, we still got plays here. We can try Brandage. Banish any monster used for ritual fusion, synchro, or link summon. So not XC summoning. So that's important. Let me just go out the Citry. I have to play this smart here. Not gonna... It's another card. Send a Crystron. And then... Yeah, probably the trap, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this play. Add a Stelos. So in case he has ideas. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, I think I'll do this now. What is this? Yeah. I think we'll do this. Maybe we're not going to use, so it's fine. Put that back over there. Then we kaiju this, and now we can synchro nicely. Yep, GG. Imagine we're playing under Etude of the Branded, playing around all of that, and then yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Crystron is really it's my deck that will, it's like more flexible. So, and especially me, you know, I'm like very restrictive with most of my decks. So this is actually a very free deck. So I like that. So even though you're not necessarily doing Crystron plays, you're doing other ways, break boards and all that like this now. And I'm literally incorporating every single engine that people are playing in Crystron, except for K9, of course. But yeah, when that comes, that's going to be another fun deck. But for now, Crystron. Diamond rank. All right, nice. Nice. So let me just show you guys the deck list. Just for those wondering. The deck list for Crystron. So literally it's incorporating everything. Terratop engine. The Castira engine. The Horus engine, but it's very minimal. Only 4 cards. 1 Horus, 1 Dominative, 1 Happy, 1 Sarcophagus. So that's 4 cards, Horus engine, that's all you need. Millennium, also 4 cards. Or 5 cards. 3 Sing engine, 1 Weiju Temple, and 1 Golem. That's all you need. You don't need more than that. You could say play 2, but you don't need to play more than that. Because you can only search 1 Weiju Temple anyway, so that's why you only play 1. And then you're also playing, yeah, that's it. So it's Millennium, Castira, Terratop. That's 3 engines, all in 1 deck, plus board breakers, plus hand traps. So it's a really flexible deck. And yeah, Extra deck is 1 Doom Dragon for the Millennium Engine. You can put any 2 monsters in the back or spin it back. This is an OTK enabler, so you run this. You don't have to run this if you need to. You can play like a second Draxter if you need to. But I'm thinking about putting in a second Draxter because I feel like sometimes it comes up where you need to have a second Draxter. But yeah, I'm still deciding what to run because obviously I have to decide on one engine that I like. But right now, I'm still kind of learning Crystron as I go. So I like to have the best way to learn it is to incorporate all the engines. That is me, because I don't want to just restrict myself to just one way of playing it. I want to have all the ways of playing Crystron. And as you can see, I'm doing fairly well with it, so no complaints at all. Then yeah, 1 Dragster, 2 Escalatus. You need that. 1 Quarion Dax for for follow-up. Well, not for follow-up, but like if you can make it, you can make it. Nova Infinity, no brainer. You have to run that. Draco Sack for the Kashira line. Kashira gets you to this, okay? But any 2 level 7 monsters can get you this also. But basically, it's mainly Kashira that gets you this. So the 1-card combo is Raidsoth or Fenrir, because Fenrir gets access to Rise Art, and this will give you access to any Kashira monster, which is obviously Fenrir. Then you go from there. So literally any play that you have, you do that accordingly. Sometimes if you have Unicorn, you can and you have Fenrir, you can have Unicorn search Birth. Birth can normal summon Fenrir. Fenrir can add back Rise Art for follow-up, and then you make 2 level 7s, go to Draco Sack. Draco Sack make the tokens, go to Cherubini, then you go from there. Send the Smiger for costs, and you play from there. Then the Photon Lord and Zombie Vampire is there for both Horus Engine and Millennium Engine, depending on what you want to do. And then Clockwork Knight is for getting your 1,000 or less machine monsters in the grave to make your plays, like a Smiger, for example. And then Cherubini, obviously, as I explained, and then Little Knight for getting rid of. So you use Little Knight to actually get rid of your Draco Sack and your Cherubini, because they're both, 2 extra deck monsters. So you can make Little Knight on turn 1 in addition to your board. So that's why we keep Little Knight here. So if you're going Cherubini and your Draco Sack line, you're going to add Little Knight to your board, which is really, really good. So yeah, that is Crystron. Again, it's a really fun deck. So yes, it is broken because like you're playing a lot of engines, but compared to like Snake Eye Fiendsmith, I mean, which one is better? Which one is more fun? I think Crystron's more fun than Snake Eyes, because Snake Eyes is like you're playing with like so many 1-card combos, but here you're also playing 1-card combos, but it's not like leading to the same path. It's like, oh, we're just playing something different, and that's it. But I could be wrong. I mean, whatever. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I'm taking away Nova here. Let me put the middle one because it's a rare anyway. All right, guys. So like I said, it was a how many hours of here? Just under 3 hours. I mean, not too bad. Like I said, so for those that don't know, I'll be traveling this week, so there won't be any. There probably won't be a stream this week coming up. But I'll see when I come back Monday. Maybe there'll be a stream. Cause I come back Monday afternoon-ish, in the night. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, but I think we can stream the Monday, and then I think we'll be back to normal from there. But like I said, this is like the busy season for me in terms of work, so now I won't be having as much time to stream. So maybe like weekends, maybe I can stream, but I'll still try and post content as much as I can, and get that stuff ready for you guys that I promised you. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Played a bit of Crystron in ranked, played a bit of Morensis in the World Championship qualifier, and like I said, the deck's pretty good, both of them, and we're doing good so far. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. So have a good week, have a good night, have a good day, and Diamond Boss signing out. Cheers, everyone.